know? Like, I don't know. Alright. This year, I got a total of 7 games, and like last year, I decided to rank them all. I don't have much else to say. I'm not good with intros, so let's just jump into it. So let's just jump into it. My brother got this game earlier this summer, and my brother got this game earlier this summer, and I played it a few times, but not a whole lot. I watched him. I watched him play it though. While it does seem like a fun game, I don't know anything about. I don't know anything really about wrestling, but I know John Cena. While this is a cool game, while this is a cool looking game, this is one game. While it does seem cool, this is one game I don't see myself. This is one game I don't play or see myself playing too often. Got this game over the summer for around $35 to $40. Around $35 to $40 on eBay, which is kind of sad because the Wii won't hardly read it, or any other GameCube game really. But onto the game itself. It's the second 3D Mario game, and for being the second, it's pretty alright. You get a new tool. You get you get a new tool called Flood, built by Professor Egad, and it gives you a whole new moveset to play with. They removed the long jump, but added the dive mode, which makes you move faster than Sonic in most games, such as Lost World. Who would have thought that's possible? As with most early 3D games, the camera on this one's not great. At some points, it's even worse than Mario 64's camera. This is a fun enough game, but not only is it on the no, but not only is it on the no, but not only is it on the lower side of this list, but the 3D Mario games in general. Got this game for Christmas. Got this game for Christmas, and got this game for Christmas. So now I got this game for Christmas. So now I can play this. Got this game for Christmas. So now I can play Mega Man games. Now I can play Mega Man on the go. This collection includes the first 6 Mega Man games. Now I've really only played and beaten the first. Bleh. Now I've really only played and beaten the second game, but I do plan on playing all 11 games next year, one per month. So I'll get around to it. I'll get around to playing the others. But this collection does actually include way more than just the 6 NES game. It also includes a whole lot of art and little things about all the Robot Masters, enemies, and even Dr. Wily's machines. It also includes remix courses, which seem to like mix different levels from the game, which seem to mix different levels from that game together, which seems pretty cool. You can also just fight any Robot Master you want. Plus, it has a music player, automatic win. Got this game, and I want to say sometime in the fall. Got this game, and I want to say sometime in the fall. And it's pretty much just Smash Brothers on the Wii U. And I mean, like, yeah, that was kind of the point, right? And I enjoy Smash Wii U a whole lot. So that means I must enjoy this version, right? Right? I will say this game is not half bad. It has all the characters from the Wii U version, most of the side modes, and it was the first Smash Brothers game on the go. My main problem with it doesn't even have to do with the game itself, really, but rather the console. I get why the 3DS has a flat joystick, but when I use it, it feels like it might break because I have to push it slightly harder to get it to move all the way compared to the Wii U gamepad. I don't know. I just don't like using it that much. And I had the same problem with 3D Land. But then again, I do prefer the D-pad anyway. But back to the game itself, it actually does some things better than the Wii U version. First off, the stages. This game doesn't have as many stages as the Wii U version, but it has some that are pretty fun to fight on. And it's a shame stages like Pac-Man didn't make and it's a shame that stages like Pac-Man didn't make the cut to Ultimate, but Pac-Land did. The other notable thing added was Smash Run, a 2D place to run around and collect little badge things to make you stronger for the fight. And I think it's pretty fun to play online. And I think it would be pretty fun to play online. Too bad Nintendo had to shut down the servers. I got this game. I got this game for Christmas, and from what I've played of it, I got this game for Christmas, and from what I've played, it's a more expanded Wii Play. No way. It's an arcade-like game where the goal is to just go for a high score. It's a total of 12 mini games, 10 being all new, even if a bit simple, like Cone Zone, which is a fun idea. Just go for the tallest stack of ice cream. You can. Rock Skippers is a nice one if it decides to, actually work. And Spooky Search, a game where you have to point the Wii remote around the room and suck up ghosts. There are also 2 games which are basically an expanded version of games in the original Wii Play. These include Pose Me Plus, which is a plus version of Pose Me, making it 3D rather than 2D. And there's Trigger Twist, an expanded version of Shooting Range, adding the ability to look around, which is cool, but does make me a bit motion sick. There are like 7 other games here that I haven't talked about, but I think I'll save that for another time. While it is a simple game, it is a pretty fun game to just waste some time in, going for high scores. Got this game around the summer, and I'm not all too far into it. I'm in the second mansion, but from what I've played, this is a pretty fun game. This is a fun game to go back into every now and then. You play as Luigi. He's on the box. And you're equipped with a new version of the Poltergust and a new flashlight that can make things that are that are pretending to be John Cena reappear. Rather than the first games, the one giant mansion. Rather than the first games, the one giant mansion that you explore throughout the entire game, this game has multiple mansions. This game has multiple smaller mansions consisting of missions. I'm a bit mixed on this. I'm a bit mixed on this because I do like having missions as it makes it easier to play the game for 30 minutes on one mission every so often and know what you need to do rather than end up in some random place in the mansion confused with no idea what to do. Confused and lost. But on the downside, since it takes you out of the level, not everything saves. So some things you have to do again. And while that can get slightly annoying, it's not enough to make me not enjoy this game. That could have gone better. Honorable mentions. Before I talk about my number one, let's talk about the honorable mentions. These are games that I don't think should count on the main list, whether it's because I haven't played it, the game doesn't work, or it's not a physical game. But I still want to talk about them. So starting off, got this game from a garage sale, but sadly it doesn't seem to work. Got this game from a flea market back in January for around $7 to $8, but I never got around to playing it, and I don't know where it is. Got this game for Christmas, and I'm planning on playing it soon. Just want to finish 64 first. Got this game during the Mario Day sale for around $30, and it's a pretty good game. You know, it's Mario Kart. I debated on whether or not it should count towards the main list because I've already had this game before. It's sort of like the Nintendo Land thing that happened last year, except I only have one copy. But anyways, I got to play Wave 6 for the first time, and hey, that was pretty cool. This is my most played game of the year. This is my most played game of the year. Given the time is really high, given the time is really high, but a lot of that was from leaving it on overnight on accident. But still, this is a fun game. You can download or build your own bots and just have them fight each other. If your computer can handle it, this game is really worth getting. And it's even free. With that done, I think it's time to go back to the main list for the number one spot. This is the one game on the main list that I'm not. This is the one game on the main list that I'm not fully sure whether or not I should have counted. As though, yes, we have the game, the physical copy is on Xbox. And while yes, we have the game. The physical copy is on Xbox. We played the game on PS4. We found the physical copy over the summer at a thrift store kind of place. And got it on PS4 during a sale. Anyway, this game is just fun. This game is just fun. I've spent hours playing this game with my family, which is probably why it's so high on the list. I don't know much about skating, but it's really fun just playing the game, watching the score go up and getting higher and higher, watching the numbers go up and getting a higher and higher score. The more tricks you do in a single sequence, whether it's jumping between grind rails, whether it's between jumping on grind rail, whether it's jumping between grind rails, riding on walls, jumping on top of a school, or just watching my brother fail at going down the stairs every single time. I've really only spent time in the second game, but I've dabbled in the first game a bit. There's a lot of extra things to do. There's a lot of extra things to do, like make your own skate park, make your own skater, and a whole lot more. Plus it's just fun going for a high score. Plus it's fun not only going for a high score, but also to complete all the little challenges, and of course to unlock the next. This is the type of game where if I see it on, I'll play it, even if it's only for a round or two. And with that, I think that'll be it for not only the video, but for 2025. Thank you all for being here and watching throughout the past year. Yeah. Happy New Year. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. I will hopefully see you all next time. Goodbye. Oh yeah, that could have gone better. Oh well.